out.
Welcome back,
goblin.
everyone, to the next session of Reditus. Let's go over our recap from last week, which was episode 92. As the ATLADS headed north towards the next stage of their Crimson Arc infiltration, they were ambushed by a group of drow scouts from Trey's former clan. They were an elite group called the Explorator Noctis. A hidden trap with a blinding magic effect split the group apart as combat erupted in the forest. Jak was struck unconscious, fighting a drow caster, while Mastos, in the form of a cave bear, tore another attacker apart. Darius managed to capture one of the drow mentally and uncovered the truth. The Trey's clan had been sent to drag him back to the Underdark and force him to fulfill a role that his family had chosen for him. Trey admitted that his family was using some kind of artifact on their children to grant them power. The drow proclaimed that Trey and his brother were both branded traitors for abandoning that destiny. During the chaos, Elion unknowingly healed the dying caster while reviving Jak, only for the drow's life to be violently consumed moments later, another light appearing in the sinking eye. After allowing the surviving drow to flee, the group prepared to continue towards Gorbash before dawn. But Mastos caught the scent of honey drifting through the woods, and Jak followed the sound of clashing steel into a nearby clearing. There, standing over a corpse of one of the escaped drow, was a cloaked figure in dark armor, an elegant rapier dripping with blood at their side. Jak leapt in front of them, and although wearing a mask and slim in form, he could tell immediately this was a Saytr. We'll be right back to see what happens next.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. Heartless, forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, a shadow's wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. ATLADS rise, the night is long, through fate and fire, stand and strong. Kings awaken, shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty fall.
All right, welcome back. Jak, you had split off from the group as well as Mastos. You had lost the scent a little bit of the honey as you were charging through the forest in bear form, unbeknownst to you, a little north of where Jak has found this person over the body. Jak, as you leapt from the trees and landed in front of this person, you stop immediately. You can see they're wearing this black cloak, hood pulled up. You see a mask on their face. You see a rapier to their side, elegant. You see it almost looks like blood still dripping down the center of this rapier as they freeze in place. And what do you do?
Jak is currently wielding his Talamor's favor. It is extended to 10 feet. How close is he to the body of this person?
The body's about 15 feet away on the ground. Yeah.
Okay. Jak is going to slowly kind of like move to the body. How close? Well, actually, how close is the Saytr to it?
Well, the Satyrs about 10 feet away, and then you wanted to land in front of them, so you're kind of there between you and the body.
Okay. Jak's gonna kind of slowly step forward, kind of move his rod down. We are friendly, injured, and hoping to see what's on our friend you took care of.
And you just, and you're slowly moving to the side around them? Or are you staying still?
He'll stay still.
Okay. Well, my blade has already tasted blood tonight, but unfortunately for you, she remains hungry. Why should I not run you through right now?
Two reasons. One, I very fast, love to run, would run away from you. You look very capable. Two, and he's gonna kind of point behind her. That would be the direction that everyone else is, right?
Yeah.
About 5 more people are behind you, most likely making their way as we are running down these assailants, and you wouldn't like my blood.
Roll a perception for me.
Excellent. First roll of the day. Hooray! 4 on the die, making a dirty 10.
The dirty 10. You see her holding a backpack over her shoulder. That is all. Roll a deception, please.
I said about. Didn't say exactly 5. Deception, that is a 16 on the die. D in the deception, I get a +2, so that should be a dirty 18.
Okay. You see her, you move her hand to the hilt of her blade, and doesn't say another word. Just resting it on there.
Okay. Has Jak been made aware that the bag is what we're after?
Yes, Trey said it across communication.
Okay. Jak would say, one of our bags were stolen, and I'm just here to retrieve it, and this gentleman had it.
And this bag is yours?
It is my friend's. Do you have it? Is that the bag on you?
And who is this friend? Who lays claim to this?
Well, before I start giving out other people's personal information, I'm Jak Nara. And Jak would be, I think Jak would thank Tareen to start slowly kind of creeping up behind him. And you are?
Names are for friends and acquaintances, and I don't know if we'll see each other that long.
Well, my friend Trey would like his bag returned to him.
Well, perhaps he can find me and come ask for it. And she starts to move away.
Jak is she coming like past him or just like side to side?
She's taking a turn to the left, kind of away from where the group is, and slowly starting to walk.
Jak would kind of lean, as this rod is very light. He kind of hold it out past, like in front of her. If he has to step forward, he will. Are we all telepathically linked?
Yes.
Okay. Jak will thank to everybody. Everyone needs to come to me. And then he, if I recall correctly, he went, was it north into the woods? Or was it...
headed off to the west, to the east.
Oh,
yeah.
east.
They seen where you went. Mastos Cave Bear made it quite clear what direction you guys were going.
Okay, yeah. Jak will just kind of remind everybody, I have an extra person here. The drow are gone, as he's quickly thanking to everybody. Get to me now. And as Reen was the closest, I would hope Reen is nearby already.
Yeah, so you had Reen was just a little bit above the trees, was kind of like following, kind of flying. So she has kind of landed as per your instruction and kind of coming up behind. She's about 10 feet kind of in the trees behind.
Yeah, and Jak is going to hold his rod out to her. I don't want you to leave yet. You are going to return our bag, not yours.
And at this point, Mastos, if you can go ahead and roll another perception for me to see if you can pick up on this
conversation or just this?
Well, the movement and the interaction, because you're already hyper aware of her scent.
14.
14. Okay. So yeah, you pick up the scent again, now being closer to your target, and you can tell it is to the south. So I assume you turn that way.
Yeah. I went too far. I'm like, ooh,
so yeah, as you pick up this scent a little bit and you kind of turn, you start moving forwards, you can see kind of like through the trees as you're going, you can see the figure of Jak holding out Talamor's favor and kind of ring set off the side a little bit, and you see a figure standing there, cloaked, kind of like hand still on the hilt of this sword as you're about 30, 40 feet away in the woods. Jak, the figure, speaks up. Is it going to be a problem if your friends arrive? Or do I have to take care of you now?
You can, if you're gung-ho and you want to take me out, I guess be my pleasure, but they're still going to get here, and the bag is not yours. So I would prefer you hand it over.
I'm not keen on fighting wounded animals. She looks over you, your gashes and wounds and blood still staining your armor from the previous battle.
Well, wounded, I was very upfront and honest, but still capable. I've put down smaller things.
At this point, Mastos, she kind of reached the edge of the clearing as you see the figure kind of turn, look in your direction. You can see this kind of a white and red mask on them as they just look in your direction. Seem to be unmoving. Not seem to have attacked Jak, but hand on the hilt of the sword.
Just so you can incorporate this, when Jak said that there was someone there, I would have activated the boots and double dashed there as quickly as I could.
Okay, gotcha. And
how far? Oh,
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to ask, how far away is this conversation from me?
Oh, you're right at the edge of the clearing, so like maybe 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're not being quiet. You could definitely hear it at this point.
Yeah. I just approach slowly, sniffing the ground, kind of snarling, kind of like she's threatening Jak. I can clearly hear them.
Yeah.
You know,
does
Jak's not alone.
Yeah, does Jak see as people are approaching, like Reen, Mastos, and then eventually Darius?
So you know Reen is kind of staying just a few feet behind you, so you know she is there in the trees. Mastos, as you break kind of into the clearing, kind of head down, kind of growling, and you see her hand on this hill. At this point, she flicks the rapier out, holding it straight towards Mastos, straight towards you, while her head still fixed towards Jak. And I just want to check in. Elion, were you following with Darius as he was running off? You were kind of hiding in some trees.
Was I? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really know where I was left off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I would probably be following slowly behind cautiously.
Okay. Yeah. And Trey would be, as soon as Darius takes off, Trey would head out to try and support Jak as well. So Darius kind of speeding off, Trey running, Elion behind.
Sorry.
No, yeah, go ahead.
Say as everyone like is approaching, Jak will kind of start to point. There's 1, 2, and I believe 3 more are on their way. So if numbers are a problem, we've got you beat. How about you politely lay the bag down?
And how would I know that this is your possession? Oh, are your friends as you so state?
Well, if you are eager and want to know, you can ask Trey when he gets here.
I don't think I will. And she starts to run.
Jak would attempt to trip her with Talamor's favor extended, is going to try to swipe her legs.
Okay, roll initiative.
Okay.
Initiative or
Yeah, if she's running,
Ooh, natural 20, baby.
So
24.
Natural 20. So you do indeed get your attack off before she moves far enough away. So go ahead and roll attack.
All right, just to say, I pictured Jak kind of diving forward and well midair rotating Talamor's favor like a ninja staff or something as he like trips, like tries to sweep her feet with it.
Okay. So we're going to forgo damage for the tripping, right?
Yeah,
So,
he's not trying to harm her. He's just knocking her down.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's a 23 hit.
23 does hit. Yes.
Excellent. Yeah.
So she kind of pulls the rapier away and goes to move off to the side, and you kind of catch this immediately and kind of flip over and catch her left foot as she kind of like staggers, not falling down, but enough to stop her movement. She flicks back up again, rapier held towards you in your direction, but kind of frozen in place right now between you and the body still.
Yeah, I'd imagine how Jak landed. He kind of has his hand out, like stopping her now, and the staff, excuse me, like across his back, like behind him. I said not to move.
Very well. Let's see where this takes us, shall we? And she stands up and kind of like has the backpack and kind of pulls it a little bit tighter, puts the other side of it on, so she's wearing both straps over her shoulders. Keeps her hand, kind of lowers the rapier, but puts it to her side. So we just wait, shall we? And by this point, Darius, you kind of break through the into the clearing. You see Jak holding Talmor's favor, and you see this masked individual kind of standing up and putting the rapier to the side, hand kind of hovering over it.
How far am I?
You'd be about 30 feet away.
Okay, I will think. Is that the bag?
Yeah. You see Jak nod and respond yes.
Okay. I am going to look at her. Now, there's no need for violence. How about you just hand the bag over to Jak and be on your way? And I will cast suggestion.
Okay.
I snarl.
Wisdom save, right?
Yep.
Ooh, natural 20 for a 21.
Silvery barbs. I'm just kidding.
Shut up.
I was like, I know we're not allowed to have that.
Yeah, you send your magic out, and as you do, you feel it kind of like almost form around them and then just kind of like almost push back towards you, but then kind of dissipate. And you say, well, we should just confirm that who owns it really owns it, shouldn't we? Would that be best?
You don't own it. So why do you have the right to take it?
Well, this person didn't own it. I took it. Now it's mine.
Well, that'll be my turn. I can't do much more.
So she's not currently engaging. By this point, Trey and Elion, you kind of break into the area. Unless, Mastos, you want to do anything while you're there? Just being intimidating?
I'm snarling, but like in between these snarls, you get like a little sniff of these smelling honey. Sweet.
Well,
honey. Like
yeah.
we're trying to be intimidating, but also like,
So I'll refresh what you guys see. So this hood pulled up. You see these horns out the back of it curl back, kind of like this leather armor strapped across the horns. You see a tail at the back, like clearly Saytr. Yeah, Jay Saytr. But yeah, poised. So you can, Mastos, having track this scent, you can definitely tell this is where it's originating from. But yeah, Elion and Trey kind of break through the clearing in the forest. Trey immediately kind of like slowing down, knowing that if he rushes in, it might instigate something, kind of like pulls out a sword and just kind of slowly walking, sword held down. Elion, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna kind of say my mind, like, what's going on here? Is this a friend or what?
They're a bit
That's
standoffish,
Jak.
but they have Trey's bag, and they are not really wanting to give it up.
I think they're just waiting for the real owner to be able to prove whose bag it is.
And where's Trey right now?
Right, Trey is walking forwards towards Jak right now, like into the clearing towards the individual.
Can I detect thoughts on the thief?
Yeah, you send out your spell, and you don't get any emotions or thoughts or feelings. In fact, you feel like you know the spell works, but you feel like it's hitting a wall or something's preventing it. But as soon as you send that spell out, you see the individual scan the area and immediately stop. Roll a perception for me, Elion.
At 20.
20's all night, baby.
Yeah.
Now they got a little bit closer. Although you're in a dark forest, you can tell by the silhouette. You've never seen this mask before, but you can tell by the silhouette. You know this person. This is Chandra.
Okay.
She immediately kind of stops looking around and focuses in on Elion. And immediately you see her shoulders kind of drop a little bit.
Did she say anything, or like, so she has seen me?
Yeah, she's kind of locked on. You see her face towards you now. Not whereas before she kind of taken in and trying to keep in sight the multiple possible enemies in her view, and now she's just locked onto you.
It's just, I'm going to. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna look at her, just like, Chantra?
Elion, it is you. I was looking for you.
Oh,
He
he's
starts
not in that
looking
bag.
around.
My head's like,
Sorry, what did you say, Colin?
He said, it is you. I was looking for you. I heard you were in Grimlaw and tracked you here. At this point, Trey is like almost right up there, up to her. All right, well, maybe you just give me more stuff. No harm, no foul. He kind of reaches his hand out. He just looks
What?
around and she kind of starts to take the straps off.
Why are you looking for me? Why are you taking my friend's bag? It's not like you to steal. What is going on?
Well, I knew that whatever they were doing with it wasn't going to be good, and didn't know who this person was. Wasn't going to give it up. Points over towards Jak.
What? Sorry, I didn't expect to see you here. You're looking for me. Why?
Well, not looking for you exactly. And at this point, she's kind of pulled both the straps off and kind of nods and hands it towards Trey as he kind of gently starts to take it and then take a few paces back. I'd heard word.
Talamor's favor shrinks up. Sorry.
Perfect. We just haven't seen each other in so long, and we didn't leave on great terms. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to see how you are. I've missed you and our talks, and by the time I got to Grimlaw, you had gone, but I had heard you had headed out of the town, and I decided to try and track you down.
All right. Well, as you can see, I'm fine, and I'm able to take care of myself.
New companions, I see.
You've been talking to Elion, I have been approaching, sniffing, and sniffing. And then when she said her name, I was like, and as close as I can to get sniffing until I'm stopped.
Okay. You want to go like right up to her, basically?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would say once you get about 10 feet, she's going to kind of back up a little bit and hand kind of go to the side of the rapier. This bear is with you?
Yes, they're part of my group. We're the ATLADS.
Stand down, bear! She yells down at you.
I do not. I continue to sniff.
She immediately pulls the sword of the rapier out and points it down towards you, like a few feet from your nose. Stand down.
Mastos, that's enough. It's okay.
I look back at him. She said her name was Chantra.
Yes. It's her.
Why do you care?
Chantra,
I start sniffing again.
this is my friend Mastos.
You see her kind of look in his
you?
direction. Need more manners, Bear. Come sniffing up on a lady.
And I stop sniffing. I blink. You're right. And as I do like a bear bow, where it's like a curtsy bow, I slowly shift into Mastos, where I am actually in a bow.
Okay. Yeah. The fur starts to revert in and kind of slowly your form shapes and shifts into a bowing Mastos. That's better. She puts the rapier back to her side. You can see, you guys can see Trey going through his bag and checking. He looks satisfied that everything's there and puts it back on. Sorry, what did you say, Mastos?
Oh, I asked her if she can smell it.
I can smell what?
Chantra, you know Mastos.
She doesn't.
I don't think I do. I haven't met many other satyrs here.
And I say that back to. She doesn't know me.
Oh, you may know him by another name.
I know her.
By another name.
Yes.
Lapidus.
I don't know where you heard that name, but certainly not this thing.
Like, as I say Lapidus, I'm just puffy chest.
Roll a persuasion, Mastos.
Can it be with performance instead? Actually, it doesn't matter. They're both the same, so you know what? Plus.
Has she like taken off her mask yet?
Nat 20 for 24.
Nice.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Wasted, but still.
We're gonna say.
I just asked if she had taken her mask off yet.
Yeah. No. It just kind of turns the head a little bit. If this was to be Lapidus by some type of ungodly miracle, why do you hold this form? What is going on?
A lot. A lot has happened, and it depends how long you've been here.
By my account, about 200 years.
Well, then a lot has happened to you.
Indeed. Are you going to get to the point? Why does this Mastos speak so slowly? Is there an issue? Did you get hurt during combat?
I'm not.
Perhaps cranial damage.
You know.
I think he's a little
shocked.
I was going to say love struck, but you know.
He has two forms. Nice. He frequents this form, but there's another form. He calls it Lapidus. It's much more impressive.
It's not a form. It's a former life.
Perhaps a copy. Perhaps he heard tales and copied. Well, Lapidus that I previously knew is no more.
I hate doing this.
Stab him.
I'm going to try to pull Demantrum into me to help push things along.
Are you going to use your?
Yeah, if that'll work. Yeah, if that's what's needed. Yeah, I'll take the exhaustion point.
Okay. How do you do this, or what exact intent do you push to Demantrum?
So I will like kind of like scoff at her responses to him and almost like look at Mastos with disappointment. Like I thought he'd have at least a little more game when it came to the person he's claimed has been like this important to him. And then he's going to close his eyes and he's going to be like, Demantrum, please, yet again, we need your presence. We found another of your trope. Do you mind stepping in?
You don't get a response. You don't feel, when you put out that connection to kind of almost try to pull him there, you don't feel it reach anything.
That's weird. All right. Well, I can assure you that is Lapidus. I have word from Demantrum himself, and I will summon the Soul Seeker.
Kind of looks at it. Head a little bit cocked, kind of taking it in. Well, if this is true, then show me. She looks at you, Mastos.
I stare at her and I'm like, I look at the others.
Little performance anxiety.
No, to be quite honest, I'm kind of tired.
Her hand pivots back to Elion. These are truly your new adventuring friends.
I came here with the seed, and I came here with all of you, but none of you knew. I brought you here.
These are but words. I believe in action. Do you have anything for me?
He's telling the truth. Saytr, you may have heard of our group, the ATLADS, where we have been on quite the adventure. But he is speaking truth. I've seen it with my own eyes. He's this
Just
being.
killed 2 giant zombie one-eyed creatures and something else.
He knew of you. I brought your name up in passing, and he has history with you.
Mastos, why don't you just tell her something from the past that none of us would know?
I tell her something from the past, only she would. No, hold on. Hold on.
Context?
I have to pull up a Lapidus.
So while you're doing that, she does turn to Elion and say, so these are your new adventuring friends then?
Yes, they are my group, and I am an ATLAD. And I kind of like stand up straighter.
Well, yes, I have received information of your group doing things to the north, and the people of the north seem to be very receptive and grateful for it. She starts walking over towards Jak.
Colin, do I get a point of exhaustion if I don't connect with him?
You do not.
Okay, cool.
She walks over to Jak. You see her start reaching into her pouch for something. Still kind of focused on you, Elion, like looking at you, but going over and reaching into her pouch.
Jak is still kind of like wielding Talamor's favor. I kind of picture Talamor's favor kind of floating above his hand as he's kind of hesitantly like watching her.
Okay. Yeah, as you see her, as she pulls out, you see this small, almost looks like a small bandage. And you see this tiny little bottle beside it. As she kind of nods down towards your ripped open shoulder and nods towards it for you to lean over towards her.
And Talamor's favor will kind of disappear, and he'll kind of slowly lean down See, I figured we'd make better friends.
She starts to like slowly wrap the bandage, and she starts delicately kind of tipping this kind of ointment on and tying it and kind of starting to rub it in. What's your maximum number of hit dice, Jak?
My maximum number of hit dice?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay, so you receive
Where do you see that?
16 HP.
If you hit short rest, you can have like all your little dice options. Yeah, he kind of feels it and feels like the healing presence of it. He will rub his shoulder where she put the ointment, and he'll also cast Cure Wounds at second level on himself.
And she kind of looks over towards Elion. Perhaps take better care of your friends this time, huh?
And well, I'm not stunned by just the smell of sweetness. I will say we are but, well, I am but a Diorum of the Fae, and I don't think anyone in this world would know what that is.
You know some words, granted. But even if it is you, the great Lapidus, what am I to do with that? What do you want?
Stunned again. We need your help. We have to send your forest back, or at least help heal the Fae that it was taken from. We've just left Arrowcan and helped Khaled reinvigorate that forest to make it a powerful home for those lost here.
I have a home here. I don't need the forest returned. Do what you want with it.
Where is it? I'm all confused.
It's in the center of the giant's table. And how exactly would you send it back? Seed destroyed and all?
I look back at the group. I look at her. The seed's not destroyed.
Looked like it got destroyed the day that you broke your oath and took it from its resting place. If it is you, Lapidus. General
Jak's
Commander.
eyes dart straight over to Mastos.
I protected it.
Hold on. Why are you saying he broke his oath?
Well,
I look
if this
down.
person is who he said he is, then we were supposed to protect it, to make sure it remained on its pedestal where it was granted, where it was planted, where it was placed for creation, and he took it from there. It wasn't just that we were to defend from demons, it was to defend from everything, for it not to be moved, its resting place to be there for eternity.
The demons would have took it if I didn't take it.
You don't know that. Magic was stricken from this world. What if they couldn't take it? What if they took it and couldn't return home? We could have captured it. We could have done something. You made that decision by yourself. You reap the consequences now.
I made the decision a leader should have made.
Did you take into account anybody around you, Sir Leader?
As you all battled, do you not remember that day? I did not take it because we were winning. I did not take it because I thought I could do better. I took it because we were losing, and we would have lost it that day. And yes, I do know. Because I know what they were after. They were after it. It is the hearts of the Fae they were after.
So you're kind of take a deep inhale. Regardless, 2 centuries have passed. A new life. And you have a new life. I think we should live it. You have new friends, new comrades. Are you the leader of these ATLADS?
No. I rest
Jak.
on the druid staff. I'm nothing as I was. I am more.
You don't look more from what I remember.
I puff out my chest again. I do not need what Lapidus had. I'm different.
I think we all are now. It's been quite a long time, many years. Maybe not to us Fae, but to these on the mortal plane.
You know, Khaled hadn't talked to Demantrum in a while, and it seemed I was one of the first. Where have you been hiding?
I've not been hiding. I've been living this new life that I've been given. This fresh new life. It's beautiful here.
Have you tried to
Tutorium
reach
takes
out-
care of everything.
It is beautiful here. You're not wrong.
Have you tried to reach out to Demantrum?
When I first arrived, of course, but I don't know how I would. But I tried to replicate what these people say is prayer and nothing in response.
Have you tried recently?
No. Even after Bornman had told me his story, I have no need for Demantrum.
Yeah, you met Bornman.
Yes. He just arrived back in Fort Ramlin for looking for some type of supplies or something, but yes, reaching out to a few old contacts, and I'd heard that Elion was perhaps heading that direction, and then got word he was in Grimlaw.
He's trying to restore your home.
That was my home. Palath is my home now.
So you don't care.
I care about the people that have cared about me over the last 200 years, and these are the people around me.
You understand that he has been weakened and basically sealed in stone for basically the last 200 years.
I had
Your
heard
life
something of
before
this.
you.
He's powerful. He will regain it, I'm sure.
Yes, we're working on that.
And how
But-
are you working on that? How could you here help him gain strength there?
Well, different ways. Returning the forest. We returned the one forest that was in...
Sinicalum.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know what he did there, but Mastos performed a ritual that connected Arrokan to the Fae.
I
And-
connected both worlds together.
I may be bringing some followers under Demantrum's light wing. We'll go with wing. That sounds better.
And that gains him power. Like a god.
Apparently, I guess.
Well, I'm glad to hear that he survived.
Yes, the point that I was making in bringing this up is you say you care for those who have cared for you, yet you assume he didn't care for you. He's been locked in stone and hasn't been able to contact any of you. The only reason he could contact Mastos was through me.
And so he's requested my aid for something.
Well, I assume he would want all of you. He was not happy with Khaled.
Why would you not be happy with Khaled? Did she help Lapidus do what he did?
Initially, however, when we arrived, we found out that she was perhaps lovers with one of the demons that had invaded your homeworld.
Really? Khaled?
Uh-huh.
I'm like doing the head nod.
Well, good for her, finally getting him some action over all these years. Oh, so stuck up.
Darius.
Jak starts coughing.
You knew she was here?
Yes. Once she tracked me down or heard of me, she had tried to reconnect, but I'm happy where I am. I have my own life. I've worked hard and I'm rewarded for it.
And what about me? You never searched for me? Wondered why I wasn't here?
It was over a century before Khaled even reached out to me. I'd assumed everybody gone. By that time, I'd built my own life. What was I supposed to do? Live in the past?
Gone where? We were brought here.
Well, yes, in different areas, but I was taken in by the giants. They were kind, and I was able to bridge the gap between them and Centaurium with Fort Ramlin, and quite proud of what I've done. I wouldn't want to give all that up for a past life to try and go back to something. I was really, when you think about it, I was really just a soldier.
Past life, I was just talking about me. Where was everyone?
Well, I know where I was. I know where Khaled was.
You all found each other.
That's not true. I heard rumors of where another might be, but as I say, my life was established. No point in bringing up old wounds. Are you not living for your future? Are you living in your past?
I live for all.
No point holding on to it, is there? What are you doing out here anyway? I heard Elion was coming out in this direction. What is happening? Why were these people trailing you? This is why I couldn't track you down quicker.
These people were after him, and I point at Trey. We are on a mission elsewhere, and I look up, because the guy said I had till dawn, right?
To reach Gorbash, yes.
What's the night sky currently look like?
So you gauge time-wise based on when you guys left the graveyard. It's about 9:30.
When we left the graveyard, how long has it been since then?
Oh, only like 5 minutes. Like,
okay.
Well, we'll say 20 with the conversation and such.
We have to be there by dawn. I would prefer we get there a bit earlier, because we don't know what we're walking into. Mastos, honestly, if this was your life mate, I suggest you move on, mate. She doesn't seem to give a shit about anybody.
Wait.
Whoa,
What do you mean by life mate?
We just bonded on the battlefield.
There was no life
bonded.
mate situation.
Awkward.
She kind of turns her head a little bit.
Yeah. Both like...
This Mastos may have been telling you some stories, perhaps.
Well, maybe. I embellish things a little bit, you know.
Mastos is like,
So yeah, her last kind of statement saying, "Why are you guys here?" Darius, you were going to respond. I think you were just clarifying.
No, I did.
time.
I told her I said we were on a mission, basically. I didn't divulge information.
Okay.
And then I said we have until dawn to get there, but I'd like to get early.
Okay. And just to catch up, Tyler. So, Jak had come across that individual kind of over the corpse on the ground. Turns out it was Chantra. Somebody Mastos knows and Elion knows. And she had killed the drow, gotten your backpack and given it back to you. You kind of checked through everything. Everything seems good. And now it's kind of just a conversation that's clearing right now. A mission. Well, do you require any assistance? I have a little bit of free time before I have to head out again. What exactly is this mission?
It's a good question. I'd like to find that out myself.
You're on a mission. You don't know what it is. A little hard to hit the objective.
There's layers to this, okay? All I know is we're looking for an organization. And in order for me to find them, I have to do something for them.
She kind of turns her head a little bit. The Katerva in Vagar?
Oh, no. We did get an invite to them too, though. But no, not this current one.
So what organization is this you're doing a mission for?
Have you heard of the Crimson Ark?
Goes silent for a few seconds. Indeed, they're quite a pain in Centaurium's ass in certain regions. Why are you working for them? And
like I said, I have other objectives.
Because we don't like Centaurium.
Pardon? She looks over at Jak.
I think to Jak, shut your mouth. She just said she appreciates them.
we're double agents
Yeah, but we don't.
infiltrating the Crimson
Yeah,
Ark.
but you don't tell someone who likes them that you don't like them. Sometimes
That's
that doesn't
okay to
go
have-
well.
We have, I personally have different feelings about the oppressive military presence in Grimlore.
And you would prefer underground organizations doing as they will.
When
I mean, I don't want to pay tax on everything and have a bunch of curfews. Seems a little restrictive, you know?
You don't want children to be safe, and you don't want the streets to be paved and food readily available for the citizens.
you know everything's not quite that black and white.
I mean, I've been to a bunch of nice cities and didn't have that issue, strangely enough.
Well, anyways, I'm sure Elion had explained what I do and my kind of role, and Borman as well.
He is not. What do you do?
You see her head kind of like reach back a little bit. Well, I'm used for certain things that require infiltration. And those two organizations are ones that I've been unable to get myself into. But you say you have perhaps an opportunity?
You gave us such a cold shoulder. And he eyeballs the bag straps on her shoulders.
She gave it back to Trey.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah. But
well,
yeah,
we're about to go. We're about to go do a mission, but unfortunately, you have to fight somebody to get in there. And we fought. What were those things called?
I don't know. He said behold, and we'll call them beholds.
I don't know. Big eyes, lots of tentacles, and
Beholder.
Oh, I was
Sure.
close.
You would not have been able to defeat a true beholder.
Well, we killed 2 of them and some giant mess of bodies, and that was our way to get in. And Mastos kind of opted in because he showed up late, and they wanted to fight, but the one guy was impatient, so we moved along. So if you show up, they might insist
Darius
on
is going to think
a
to
fight.
Jack, you are giving out way too much information.
So do you feel like fighting somebody to join?
Oh, I'll kill someone right now.
Oh, golly.
Easy killer.
It's kind of what I do.
Do you know about the tournament?
Which one? The Centaurium tournament?
Yes.
Of course.
There's more than one.
Do you know what they want in that tower?
What do you mean by what they want?
Why do
To
they send
prove
people?
themselves and help their own islands.
And that's it? Nothing to do with anything that might be inside that tower?
Inside? What do you mean? There's nothing but adventures and levels of excitement.
You see Darius smirk. For someone so cautious, you seem to be blindly following someone without looking into all the information.
These people have helped me for, about a century now, so they have my faith, we'll say. Trust, at least.
Do you know what a grounding sphere is?
I've read my history books.
Do you know how dangerous
Jack just
they
says
are?
out loud, and I give away too much?
I asked if she knew how dangerous they are.
Oh, well, I would assume exceedingly dangerous if they still existed, because they brought about the cataclysm and essentially destroyed all of magic.
I'll tell you what. Take off your I Love Centaurium hat for, say, about a month. And just do a little bit of a deeper dive. Keep grounding spheres as your center of focus. I wouldn't recommend poking around to the people that you trust and asking them about it. And if you can come back to me with any information, perhaps I can give you some information on the people we're looking for.
Roll a persuasion.
Yeah, it'll be 20, dirty 20.
30-20, okay. Part of what I do entitles me to certain aspects of keeping my mind open and also relaying that openness to others. So I will most certainly do that.
Very well. Well, it's been interesting to meet you, Chantra. I have heard much about you.
From Elion?
I'm sure.
She kind of looks over at Elion.
Oh,
A little bit. He does blush when he talks about you.
I just look very perplexed. Not really. I haven't discussed much, and if that is all, I think we'll be on our way. And it was interesting to see you again, Chantra, but we'll be going now.
Oh, do you have means of contacting?
I have access to very fast ravens.
So I will press the digitation myself clean. And as the swirls go up my body, I'm going to bow. And I'll be like, Darius Silverstrum. And they go back down my body, making me all grimy and gross again. I'll be like, Digby Loudness, at your service.
A great skill to have. Chantra. She does a bow and you see her tail kind of flick up behind.
Does she normally wear the mask?
I watch her tail.
You've never seen her wear this mask before.
Okay. Chantra, what's with the mask?
Well, when there may be a need for some type of combat or for me to do some work, this is part of what I wear. More relaxed when at home in Fort Ramlin, of course.
Is it necessary to have this mask on right now?
I so see no need to not have it on.
It's been so long. I've not seen your face.
Very well. So you kind of reach up and you kind of slide it back, almost like up the hood, and you kind of see the white rim mask kind of slide up. And you see the youthful appearance of Chantra from like last day that you've seen her, the first day you met her. Doesn't look like she's aged. Mastos, as you see her visage looks exactly like the day that you last seen her, the day you took the seed.
Mastos' heart skips a beat.
Doesn't look like she's aged at all. Dark tan skin, smooth, a slight smile towards Elion.
He grips his staff because his knees are weak. Arms are heavy.
And I'm just gonna say to her, like, is there anything else you'd like to say before we part ways? I don't know if we'll ever see each other again. We have much to do, and I don't believe we need your assistance. And then, as I say that,
help us.
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Okay.
Again.
Okay. And Mastos, what were you saying?
I'm just like quietly saying all these things. No one's hearing me. I think she could help.
Okay. Yeah, as you ask this question, Elion, it's like, well, we left on such bad terms, and the opportunity to see you again and maybe just reconnect, it seemed too good to pass up. And you get a sense through detect thoughts of a little bit frantic, almost grasping now at something. Kind of like you almost think of something. Be quick. You almost hear this, like her saying this to herself. I mean, baby Lapidus over there is right. I'm quite useful. Could help with your mission.
I just kind of look at her like, no, I think we'll be fine without you. I'm no longer as fragile as you thought I was. It's good to see you, Chantra, and take care on your travels. And I will turn and start walking the other direction.
Okay. She kind of nods her head, and the smile kind of drops a little bit, and she kind of like pulls the mask back down over her face.
Jak will.
I want to go to grab her wrist and say, "I think you should come."
No, I think we should agree with the terms that we've already agreed upon. You go look into your keepers and report back.
As you say that, and Mastos kind of grabs her wrist almost instinctively. Mastos, you see her hand go to the hilt of her rapier almost instinctively, but kind of like freezes, just going on instinct alone. Like, can you not, please? Looks down towards you. Okay.
Jak, who was about to put his hand on her shoulder, kind of pauses.
He's like coming in behind, like
it was like, thank you for returning the bag, and it was nice meeting you, and sorry for tripping you.
Understandable. And she flies back to Darius with, my keepers? What do you mean by my keepers?
Well, you do what I suggested, and you might find out what I mean.
Very well. I'm sorry, what was your name? And she points at you, Trey.
Please call me Trey. Thank you very kindly for returning the bag. If it weren't for you, maybe it would have been gone forever. And I'm very attached to my sentimental belongings. Can't thank you enough.
Oh, I can understand. Shouldn't let those types of things happen. You always have to be aware. Be aware of your surroundings at all times. I hope nothing was missing. It took a little bit of time for me to get them, but everything there?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, if I can't be of aid, then I shall press on my business. I'm just sorry that bonds weren't remade. She kind of like looks towards Elion as he's walking off.
I just give her the finger. No, like, don't even turn around.
She turns to slowly walk away from you all.
Chantra,
And she stops and looks down. Yes?
you can call me Mastos.
Okay, the Mastos. Can I ask you something?
Anything.
Over here. She kind of nods her head and starts walking a little bit away from the group.
I walk that way. Immediately.
She kind of takes you to kind of just the edge of the clearing, just between a couple of trees. Looks like she's just trying to get enough distance, not out of eyesight, but enough distance to have a quiet conversation with you. You guys see this happening. Does anybody want to do anything while she's taking him off to the side here?
I would just watch them. That's all.
I think Jak would think to Elion, is there a particular reason you came across kind of rude?
Don't believe that was rude at all. It's exactly what she deserved.
Okay, maybe you can tell me about it later.
It's not much to tell. She's betrayed me. I spent my better years serving her for her to treat me like a child.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you got away from it.
As am I. Are
Do you want
coming?
me to shoot her in the back with a bow?
No. Why would I want you to? No.
Okay, just say it if you change your mind.
Are you guys coming? I'm not coming back.
Yeah, Jak will start walking towards Elion.
Getting that little bit of distance, she turns around to Mastos. About the same height as you. She kind of slides the mask up, sort of face to face, and
stare right into her eyes.
Are you truly Lapithus? Was this all the big story, or was that really you inside?
I look down. It was me. They don't know, but I'm Mastos. I was born again. The seed. It took you all. It brought you all, but it took me here. I was him, but am not him.
You don't need to be something that was in your past. We are who we are today. She kind of like raises her hands up a little bit. Don't focus so much on that. It is concerning that these people you're with seem to be in quite a bit of dangerous situations. However, grounding spheres, Crimson Arcs, Caterva Invagar, battles, New Moria.
Haven't even told you about all the gods we've met.
Her head kind of twitches a little bit. Gods. You've met gods.
Felt it was normal with how many we've met.
I'm concerned for if you say from now on, I will assume that you are not lying and you are indeed a reincarnation of Lapidus.
Right.
Then I'm concerned for your safety. Do you trust these people?
I trust them as I trust you. With
That is a large statement from everything that we were through in the Fae. That is unexpected.
I remember everything. It was like I had two minds. It felt like having this much memories these years. And then the gap of being stuck, trapped.
What you're doing now with your new friends, you believe this is going to make you feel free. This is your goal.
This is not about me. This has never been about me. This has always been about fixing what I've done. Helping something that was dying because of my actions.
And working with the Crimson Arc is going to do that.
We're not. We have to. You, as someone who says can infiltrate, I know Elion may say things, but he's right. I'm just as good at infiltrating as anything, and that is what we need to do. We're infiltrating this Crimson Arc for our own reasons.
Very well. Then I will tell you to be safe and to not hang on to the past. Once I was able to let go of it, I was able to live a life closer to what I wanted to live.
You can live the life you live. I am just here to fix what I did.
I don't know if you can fix it, Mastos. The damage of 2 centuries has been cemented. What you do now won't be a fix. If you do something, it will be something new.
You sound like what's already been happening. Then that's all I need to do, is continue on fixing what I've done, creating something new. If you haven't, you should see Khaled. She would be surprised to see you, and you would be surprised to see Aerocan. Because hopefully I can do the same to the Giant's Tables Forest.
Sending the forest back, yes?
No, I would never send a home that's already been a home. It's not just our home. There were people there. Sending Aerocan back would have destroyed the lives that they created. I took what I've learned here as a druid of Dunemen and a druid of Mundus And I connected the Fae to it, to bind it here, to allow it to survive.
So you can have the Fey Forest exist here and also in the Fey Wilds as well, simultaneously?
No, but the lives of the people there living, believing that the Fey world, that Demantrum and that existence is real, they allow the forest to regrow. It helps for I want to say it's Mundus helping the Fae.
Well, if I could ask one thing of you, can I do that?
My tail like flickers. Yes.
Whatever it is, don't send the forest at the giant's table back to the Fae. I don't know what that will do. And she starts reaching down. You see this pouch that's attached to her left-hand hip. And as she starts to open it, you see how she kind of almost opens and peels it back. And you can see now that it's a pouch that is covering part of her skin. And as she kind of like opens the pouch and you look in, you see this piece of wood that is sticking out the side of her and is almost grown and blended into her skin. She kind of looks down on it and gives you a smile, and you recognize this to be a part of the Fey tree.
Like her tree. Or just a tree. This is from...
Similar to Calids and Uranix.
This is a piece of yours. Did you try to go in?
No, the giants were able to do something that I don't quite understand. And though Khaled seemed restricted to as she was, the arcanic rituals that the giants did for me after I helped them did this, and I could move, I could leave. I just don't know what will happen if you send back the forest is there.
If this is part of the forest, like you are, you would all go back.
Then that cannot happen, the Mastos.
If you do not wish to go back, I am not here to send anyone back. It has been a choice this whole time.
Thank you. And these friends, these ATLADS, accomplishing great things for the people of the North. This Trey, not one of them from my information. Who is he?
He is somebody who has recently come to us. He was looking for his protege, his friend, who we'd been in contact with for a few moments, a few times. He was a great warrior, but suffice it to say, he fell. And, well, Trey's been with us for a few days since then.
Well, not just a normal person. There's the type of assassins that were sent for him. Draw. You trust him?
I trust a lot of people. But I guess that's in my nature.
Well, just be careful, I would say. Especially of new people.
I wouldn't say a lot of us are new. I'm again staring at her.
Very well. I will take my leave. I can see when I'm not wanted, and kind of looks over towards the group heading off in the other direction.
You're wanted. I say, like, just under my breath.
She kind of like points her head up, kind of looking through the trees at the stars, and without looking directly at you. I did hold a lot of hatred for a long time for what you did, but I moved on. I grew a new life, and I hope you can find that too.
I have. It's the relationships of the old life that in a new life I am on a road of salvation. Something that has guided me here almost my whole life without realizing it. I was always running from something, but I didn't know I was actually running towards something else. I'm staring right at her.
Well, if you believe you're on the right path, don't stray. I won't. All I have is my conviction to what I have to do. It's driven me for That's driven me since I've figured out who I am. She takes a couple of steps forward and raises her hands to the side of your head. She said, well, without your muscles, let's hope that's enough. And she gives you just a kiss on the forehead.
My tail goes like this.
She takes a few steps back and lowers the mask back down again.
I'll be seeing you. I hope.
Oh, perhaps you won't. She'll take a step backwards and you just see from her face start to fade away. As she starts to go invisible. Hands, fingertips disappearing in the last flick of the little tail. She disappears.
After a few seconds, I'll be like, I kind of like that. As I walk towards the group and just mumble that. Wow.
So yeah, you guys leaving the clearing, are you? So I know Elion was heading off. Darius is following. Jak, Elion.
That's it.
Right.
Jack's probably going to try to steer everybody to the direction they need to go.
Okay. Yeah, Trey, you kind of flip through the backpack. You don't see anything missing. Everything looks good. Just clutching onto that kind of parchment you pulled from that drow body earlier. Take a little bit of time to kind of quickly browse over that as well as you guys walk. Jak, you're leading them north, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you guys head north. Darius, remembering a message just sent you not so long ago about what's taking so long. You saying you held up, you're on your way. You guys head northwards towards this peak of a hill. Where you now every Jak, roll a perception if you're leading the way here.
I rolled another dirty 10.
Nice. Yeah, you head north. It's pretty easy for everybody to see this jutting out of the top of this hill, so you can't really get lost keeping this to your north. but nothing else that really stands out to you. At about 5 minutes or so, you start to break the tree line. And you look straight forwards. You see this big rock on the ground. You see about 5 feet to the right of it, you see a bigger, kind of taller, spiking rock. And you see what looks like almost like little shelves that kind of lead up to the top of this hill, inserted into the wall. You don't see anything else. What do you do?
I think Jak would turn back and be like, "Does that look like anything to anybody?"
Were we given any sort of instruction on what to do with a landmark like this?
I thought we were going to be meeting them up here.
They just told us to head here.
Or maybe we're just a bit early.
No, they definitely would have been here before us.
I'm
Then should
pretty
we
sure
be
we watched
waiting
them
out
all
in the
fly
open?
away.
Mastos, would you say, sorry?
Should we be waiting for them all out in the open like this?
Well, I suppose if we hide, they're not going to know we're here. You said there was no like doors or gates or anything? It's just a giant wall?
Yeah, this is kind of like the side of a hill, almost like a rock wall, kind of going right around. Very high hill to the top, and you see these kind of like two big spiking rocks about 5 foot apart, up against the wall.
They did fly away, so they could be on top of it. Does Jak think, by utilizing Talamor's favor and his jump ability, he could get to the top of that pretty easily?
Roll either perception or investigation for me.
My gosh, I'm really like garbage. That'll be an 11
An 11.
for perception.
Perception? Yeah. You glance around, you're like, ugh. You don't see a lot of overhangs. These little kind of shelf type things that are kind of leading up. You could see that you could possibly climb up there if you were strong enough or nimble enough. But you don't see a good positioning where you could use Talamor's favor. It's almost vertically straight up.
Jak will just think to Reen, can you fly up there and see what you see?
Or you even finish the sentence and you see her off to the right-hand side starting to fly up. Anybody else doing anything?
How high up is it?
Ooh, guessing maybe 100, 150 feet.
I can get someone up there if you need it.
Yeah, but it's getting down after you've gotten up there. That might be the challenge then.
Right.
If possible, Jak would like to see if he notices anything special about this wall or anything, any small signs, any small engravings, anything terrible looking.
Yeah. Roll investigation if you want to track kind of more detail into that specific area, or survival if you want to track like people. Your choice.
He's gonna start with the wall itself, so investigation, if that's okay.
Gotcha. Yep.
That is a 12 on the die, and I get a +4, so that'll put me at 16.
16. Yeah, as you get a little bit closer and start looking around, trying to sort of get an angle under these sort of footholds, you notice at the base of both of the rocks, at the very bottom, you see the symbol for the Crimson Arc inscribed on the very bottom of both of the stones. And as you're kind of like looking and you kind of turn to rest your shoulder against the wall, it goes in like 5 inches and you feel no wall there between the two rocks.
Not very stealthy. And Jak will think to Reen. All right, come on down. I think I found it.
She immediately bangs and starts coming down.
So is this like a door, basically, that he can open?
No, you look down and half of your shoulder is inside the wall. You recognize this now to be an illusion.
Oh. Jak will turn to the group. Well, see ya, and he's just gonna fall backwards into the illusion.
Yeah, you guys just see Jak fall inside the wall backwards.
You just hear, "Ah!" You all right in there?
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
As you fall back, as you kind of that illusion, a couple inches in kind of thickness, as you kind of fall back and you get a view now, seeing you're inside some sort of carved out stone corridor with the kind of exposed rock all around you. But looking up, it just looks like it's a tunnel leading behind you.
Just looks like a tunnel. You guys should be able to walk right in.
I will walk through then.
All along.
Okay. And Mastos?
Yep, I'm following up.
Okay. Reen lands on the ground. She's a bit wary of going inside. Without any instruction, she's going to wait outside unless you give her instruction. Otherwise, Jak.
Yeah, Jak would call her in. It's all right.
Okay.
It's not real.
Yeah, she'll stay to the back of the pack and kind of like keep herself low and slowly work her way in at the back. Jak, as you proceed down here, you can immediately start to hear talking. And down this dark kind of tunnel, it seems to be going down a little bit. You can see glowing light at the end. You can hear conversation. You can see the flicker. You can definitely tell light coming from a fire, the way the light is flickering at the end. Immediately recognizing voices you've heard before in the graveyard. You continue walking down?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, about 30, 40 feet as you kind of get to the end. It kind of takes a little bit of a turn. You look out, you see it opens up into a circular shaped room that's kind of been carved out of the rock. You see a fireplace on the left-hand side that's kind of being chiseled out of the wall and makeshift. You see bars across it, something cooking on there. You see cots all lined up on the right-hand side. You see what looks like crates and barrels stashed off to the side as well. And you can see a tunnel that leads out the other side of this room. This room itself about 100 feet in diameter. And you see the group of four individuals sitting. You see the Dragonborn, you see the grumpy guy, and you see the two casters sitting there as well. And the Dragonborn kind of clocking you as you walk in is like, "Oh, you finally made it. It took a little bit longer than expected. Some problems, you said."
Yeah, I had to shoot some people, but we're good. No survivors.
Are you sure there's no survivors? We don't want somebody seeing you come in here.
Oh, no survivors. I mean that when I say it.
And he looks over. Digby, is this person speaking the truth?
Yeah, we took care of him.
Okay.
They were
very
almost
well.
more fun than your test.
You require a harder test. That can be arranged.
Maybe later.
Very well. Come. He kind of does a gesture for you all to come into the room. Gestures over to the side. You can see that there's this large, almost looks like a large picnic table, big sort of wood in the middle, two long benches on either side, and gestures for you all to go sit down.
I will. Go sit.
Yeah, Jak will meander over.
Okay, everybody heading over?
Yeah, I'll find a seat as well.
Okay.
I will pull out my book.
Okay.
kind of jotting things down as I listen.
Sounds good.
Walk
Did you
over, stay standing.
Stay standing. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And Reen, you can see, does come in, but she stays kind of close to the wall, kind of hugs the wall, keeping herself low and small looking. And so, yes, the next stage to meet Gobash. Oh, goodness me. Can't we just get on with it? Just tell them where they have to go, what they have to do, yada, yada. We might have somebody else coming. And you see the annoyed, sharply dressed in the dark leathers speaks up again. Yes, of course. So, you are to proceed to the portal within these tunnels that will take you to where Gobash is. When you arrive there, let them know that you're new recruits to be assigned, and they will take you to Gobash. Assuming you arrive there before dawn, then you will be accepted. However, make sure to follow all instructions on the way there. These tunnel of winding walls can be a bit troublesome, but over the
When
years...
you say follow instructions, who's given these instructions?
Me. And he reaches in, he pulls out this rolled up parchment. He just kind of puts it on the table, kind of lays it flat, and you can see that is a very basic, shoddy looking drawing of, you would assume, a map. There's kind of just a few kind of outlines and scribbles, and part goes off into nothing. Do not stray from the path once you reach this area. Going through the first set of tunnels is straightforward. There's not a lot of left or rights. May take you a few hours. Then when you get to the main area where the portal is, follow this map. Do not stray. There are magical markings to keep you safe, but do not go beyond. Otherwise, there may be issues.
Good to know.
Understand?
Understood.
You didn't give them the coin, Durgan. Oh, yes, of course. Digby. And he reaches in, he pulls out this coin. You can see this Crimson Arc kind of symbol on it. You see all these tiny, intricate runic symbols all engraved around the outside of it. This will be to open the portal at the end. It will remain open for only a few moments, so make sure everybody goes through at the same time. Otherwise, you'll be left behind.
Very well. Thank you.
Yes, yes, of course. These portals are used to maneuver on the ground across Talath, and if you get to a certain rank, you get your own. And he kind of he holds his fist. He kind of holds the fist tight, and you just see the symbol of the Crimson Arc kind of slowly glow on his fist, and he kind of reset. It kind of glows back into his hand again. Doesn't need that information, Durgan. You hear him from the back. That will take you to the main underground area where Gobash coordinates everything, and the main hub of the Crimson Arc.
Which is located where in Talath?
He kind of smiles, tilts his head. Underground. Very well. You have hours to beat. He kind of starts stepping back away from the table.
All right, now look around. Is everyone here?
Yes, everybody came in.
Shall we?
Let's get moving. I need something else to do.
Let's do this.
I close my book and stand up.
Okay. And sorry, Trey, what'd you say?
No time like the present.
Yes, yes. Wily adventurers, good luck to you all. You see this rogue kind of grin at you all as he watches you. He kind of points towards the exit on the other side of the room. Who is leading the way?
Jak would let Digby lead the way to keep up appearances.
Perfect.
No. So he will think I think you should go. They know I hired you as a mercenary.
Okay. I'm trying to play like this cynical young psychopath, so let me know if I'm doing a good job. And Jak will start leading the way.
Yeah, so as you start heading out towards this exit, you can see as it keeps going straight. You know, 50 or 60 feet, and the glow of the fire and the lighting in the room behind kind of starts to flicker away. No lighting within these tunnels. There's complete darkness. So you kind of rely on your dark vision. You start to see shades of gray and black as the tunnel kind of starts to weave left and weave right a little bit. Anybody want to?
Digby is going to turn to Elion and just gonna go like one of those whistles through his teeth, and he's just gonna kind of like signal, like, can you light the area?
Oh, yes, I can do that, and I will send out a dancing light.
Boo, boo, boo. The light orbs just floating above the group. Give you enough area to see so you don't trip up. Jak leading the way as it winds. 20 minutes, 40 minutes. No turns, no branches off. Still going. 1 hour goes by. Still just winding. You can feel it also descending. You can feel the temperature start dropping as you go down lower and lower. And as you get a little bit further down, it takes a sharp right turn. As you look out and you see there is a path forwards, a path to the left, and a path to the right. You look down at the map and you don't see this matching anything on the map. I'll be right back after a short break.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no.
Welcome back, everyone.
Rip a
As we left the ATLADS
ripping a pack.
They were making their way through
Down.
through this tunnel network with the goal of reaching the core of the Crimson Arc to get an assignment from Gorbash, but they only have until dawn to do so. Otherwise, they will not be accepted and reap whatever repercussions that brings. They were given a map and told that to follow this tunnel the whole way down until they reach an area that corresponds with the map, and then to stick to it and do not deviate, otherwise there will be issues. Coming up to a fork in the road, you have a way straight forwards, which would be continuing east. You have a way north and a way south. This does not seem to match the map. Jak, where do you lead them?
Jak looks behind. He said to just go straight until we get to the map-looking area.
Well, I mean, the map does show it east, so perhaps we should go east.
All right. I'm normally pretty decent with maps, but he did say this is quite maze-like, tunnel-y. So pay attention as Jak's like looking at a map, walking.
Is
So
the map
east.
upside down?
No, the map's not upside down.
So you're heading east?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you continue east. Everybody following suit, I'm assuming. Nobody's breaking off or anything. Let me know if you want to.
Do I hear something, smell something, see something?
Go ahead and roll a perception.
That's 18 on the die plus 8. So 26.
You give a big breathe in, and you smell something from the north direction. It smells like, is it food? No. Is it meat? No. You think some type of vegetations, mushrooms. You smell mushrooms from the north direction. From the east where you're heading, or Jak is starting to lead you, don't get really any smell. From the south, moistness? Maybe water?
Precipitation.
Not sure.
What about from the west? There is a direction in the west.
Did you?
I follow the east. I follow east, but I'm looking back.
Okay.
Directly back at the west, like the mysterious soup I once should have tried.
Okay. All right. So you're heading on. If anybody wants to do anything during this travel time, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to stop at about an hour intervals. Just bear that in mind.
I would say the only thing Jak would probably be doing is, in addition to heading east and checking the map to see if things are lining up, he would be looking for footprints to see if he can find like a trail based off of that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Roll survival.
One moment. Got to check something. Now, would you say this is a mountainous terrain?
No.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider?
This underground tunnel is not a mountainous terrain.
Dang it! We can try, right? Ooh, 18 on the die, doesn't matter. And what did you want? Survival?
Yes.
So 24.
24, amazing. As you watch, lit by Elion's globes, as you're kind of directing and looking for traces, you see many footprints, unreally countable amount, back and forth down this tunnel. So you don't know if you're going the right way or not, but you know that a ton of people have gone up and down this tunnel.
Okay. He will keep that information to himself.
Okay. So you continue, about another hour goes by. Roll a perception for me.
I swear, I've rolled a 4, a 4, a 5, and now a 6. So 12.
12. Okay, you better roll initiative real quick then. Get those are the rolls you're coming up with.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, so you kind of keep your ear out, eyes up, kind of still tracking these footprints are still going. Another hour goes by. You guys have been traveling close to 3 hours now down this eastern path. One final kind of like quick turn to the right. And Jak, go ahead and roll a general intelligence check for me, please.
Hooray. Okay. Good roll. 18 on the die and plus 0.
18. Awesome. Yeah, as you kind of like check the map one last time, you can kind of tell how when you take the sharp right and the entrance that you're coming out of this tunnel into this kind of new area looks very similar to what was on the start of the map. And you believe you've now kind of encountered this area that he said to make sure you stick to the map.
Gotcha. Jak will kind of hold his hand up, make a fist, hold up. Digby, I think we're in the area that we need to stick to the map. So as the map guide, everyone be vigilant, and Jak will look at Mastos and follow me.
As he looks at Mastos, I wait for Jak to take his first step. Tell me when that happens, Jak.
Jak doesn't move. After Jak says that, he would immediately start walking again.
Mastos will create an instantaneous but harmless sensory effect. That of the faint odor of a skunk. That effect must fit in a 5-foot cube. And it will be immediately in front of Jak. As he's walking after he ends looking at me saying, don't like, everyone stick together.
Jak, roll a perception for me.
Ooh. 22.
22. Not wanting to lose track of your group and keep them as safe as possible, you are exceptionally aware and wits at peak levels. Sensory overload, your nostrils open, waiting for any type of disaster or anything hitting you, and immediately you get this rancid stench just rushing through your lungs.
Jak lightning arrows Mastos. No, I'm just kidding. Jak being hyper vigilant, and just starts walking.
Okay.
Fanning his nose.
As you go into this newer area, you can see that the rock here has a little bit of a different shade, a little bit more pale. You can see on the walls here, whereas before there was no type of life or anything, you can see here that it almost looks like old vines or something that is dead, sort of black, dark brown vines, no life to them, kind of weave throughout some of the linings of this this tunnel. You can see pieces of wood and scrap. You can even see some spikes that have kind of been leaned up, almost as if it was to hold something off. You see spreading out of little pieces of bone shrapnel kind of along the edges as you proceed down the path. You got to continue down until the map tells you to turn. Just head on down.
Yeah, he is following the map to a T.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so as you kind of start to feel that kind of curve, but continuing to go eastward, roll ahead and roll perception for me. Now that you're out of the skunk smell.
Excellent. Perception, you say?
Yes.
That will be a 23. 23.
23. Okay. In the distance, you can hear a voice. It's quite high pitched. You can't really make out what it's saying. It's ever so lightly kind of echoing through the tunnels.
Is Jak the only one that hears it?
Everybody roll perception for me.
6.
16.
Okay.
Ooh,
28 from Trey.
22.
17.
I beat him.
Okay. So Elion, Trey, and Mastos, you also hear this very, very light, kind of high-pitched, off in the distance echo throughout the cavern. Yeah. And Jak, as you keep leading them around, you hit a kind of crossroads. There's a turn that would keep you continuing east or to go north.
I'd either go east or north.
Yep. Either continue east or turn north.
The map is showing him eastward.
You're currently walking eastward, yeah.
Yeah, then he would keep following the map.
Yeah, it has an eastward and it has a north. So
Eastward and north. Where am I at on the map?
the very first place that there's anything.
Oh gosh.
It's just a loop around and then yeah.
I guess eastward.
Okay.
Did we hear that voice from the east? Or is it might be hard to tell with all the echoing.
Kind of echoing with Jak's roll, however, he could tell that it's coming. I'm sorry, Trey as well. You would hear it more coming from the northerly direction than you would the east. But Jak starts to head off to the east.
Yeah,
Jak,
shoot.
I don't want to question your exceptional map tracking skills, but looking at the map, the first fork, it looks like we're supposed to go north.
Oh, I see. All right. I was thinking we were like halfway through this place. All right, never mind.
Colin said the first part that there's a split.
Well, forgive me. I have the map up. North then, yes, he wouldn't deviate.
Okay. Right. So yeah, as you turn north and start going forwards, you notice that there's kind of a pile of rocks kind of blocking the path almost, but it's only a few feet high. As you kind of look over, it looks like there's a hole in the ground. And you see on the other side kind of rocks kind of laid out on the other side. It looks like about maybe 10, 15 feet gap here. If you want a better visual, you can go in Talespire.
Ooh, Talespire.
I had Talespire open, waiting like the second we joined because I wanted to see Shantra. But I was never pulled in. And now he tells us all to jump on in.
I did have, if there was a battle or anything, I had something ready for her. And then depending on how customized it was going to be, would be depending on how much time you're going to spend with her. Because I'm not going to custom build a guy.
Well, I wanted to spend a long time with her.
Down Chickawama?
Or some time with her.
So yeah, you come up to this kind of, following this northern, you see there's all these rocks, but 10, 15 feet kind of gap. You peek over and you cannot see the bottom of this thing. You do see spikes kind of lining the outside of this.
I'm in Talespire as well.
Oh yeah, pull us in. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, download. Yes, I'll take it all.
Good heavens.
Chantra's got me all worked up, guys. Sorry.
Guys are so easily manipulated. It's scary.
Is it weird I only go for women of my own race?
Is there a watery palace in here?
I don't know.
Swear
It
to
looks
God, Colin,
cool.
if you put something like that in here, I'm quitting.
Oh, if you get a water temple, I'm crushing it. Crushing it. Got it mapped out in my brain.
You weren't here for it, Tim. You don't know.
Oh, what?
I'm just
No,
leaving
whatever.
combat up so everybody doesn't start just running around all over the place.
No, it's not this way. It's not
So,
this way.
No, I wanna go where I wanna go.
how
Okay.
far is this hole that Jak sees?
It is
Like how far across?
Well, let's.
I
get the
guess I can just
measuring
use a
tool.
measuring tool.
Yeah,
can't I?
15 feet at its kind of shortest. If you're going to the north.
Yeah. So yeah, they need to go north. So Jak's gonna kind of walk over to it. And go. You guys good to get across?
How far is it?
Like maybe 15 feet. Not very far.
Easy. And I jump.
Okay. All right.
How far
Mastos,
down's the pit?
You run up and jump. You cannot see
Yep.
the bottom of the pit. You only see the inside of it lined with kind of these spikes, stalagmites, kind of but sticking outwards.
It's fine. Mithril leaps, baby. Mithril lips.
Okay. So yeah, you're running. You doing a running start or standing jump or
Oh, running start. I'm still like,
just check?
because I'm further back in the, Jack's saying all this, and I'm just like, are we good to get across?
Yeah, you guys watch Mastos as he runs forwards and his knees almost collapse into each other as he kind of almost hits the ground, but then see him just leap into the air, kind of arms kind of flailing as he lands safely, very easily on the other side.
Oh, yeah, I did roll a 7 on my D8 for leaps.
Yeah,
Could have
you
went
that
to the
would be-
moon, baby.
All right. Anybody else moving over?
Yeah, I will attempt to jump.
Attempting to log
You're
in.
going to jump? Okay.
I think Trey would probably stop him. Mastos having gone across, I guess, is one thing. It's pretty easy to imagine Mastos making it across. I've got a bit of rope in my bag, and I've got some special boots. You see, they're quite handy in a situation like this. I can jump pretty far, so I've got a 50-foot hempen rope. I can jump across, sling it over, tie it down somewhere, and if you feel confident in jumping, you can try. But I want you to have this rope just in case.
Darius smirks. Oh, that gives me a better idea. And he's going to pull the rope of climbing and have it go across for him.
You just see the command word and you just see the rope just kind of slowly making its way across towards Mastos.
Ain't that a fancy bit of business?
And you thought your rope was cool.
So Mastos, you see this rope coming towards you from Darius.
Can I just watch it keep coming towards me?
Yeah.
Is it like coming straight at me, or is it like gonna like
Darius, where exactly are you sending this rope to?
I want it to slither across like the gap, like a snake.
Okay, you watch. It's pretty much on the ground. Mastos slithering its way towards you.
I watch it slither into some fastening itself on some sort of rock, I guess.
So from where you are, Darius, there doesn't look like there's any kind of like protruding rock per se in your immediate view that you could kind of get it to tie itself around.
And it will go and tie itself around Mastos.
Okay. Mastos, do you resist or do you let the rope tie itself around?
No, I like the snake rope. I'm like, hee hee.
Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and roll
Not
a
realizing
dex-
what's about to happen and he's trying to do.
You've seen me use the rope before.
Oh yeah. But I don't know what you're trying to do right now. I
Just
just
know what
have
your
the
plan
rope
is.
coming up on me.
Just getting a tickle.
So you see a giant gap between us and my rope coming towards you, and you can't put 2 and 2 together.
And now you're questioning Mastos. There's been so many things that are even worse than this. Roll a dexterity check for me, Darius.
Okay. 1 second. 14.
14. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mastos, as you watch, you see this rope kind of go around your waist. You see the ends of it start to kind of move around and kind of tie and kind of link together. Looks like a pretty solid knot.
A path to knot.
And I will think to Mastos, you may want to brace yourself.
I brace myself.
Okay. Perfect. Kick her hooves into the ground, kind of getting a little bit of leverage, some of these rocks that are there, and grab a hold of the rope.
And I will fasten the other side of the rope, obviously, to myself, and then attempt to jump across.
Okay. What is your... Here, let me get my jump
movement
rules
speed?
up here. Because I believe it's your strength modifier plus.
I think, honestly, just as confident as Darius is acting, he would also click his heels just to get that extra oomph.
Okay, for sure. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics in that case.
Okie dokie. That is a 14.
14? Yeah, no problem
Yeah.
with your boots activated. You kind of get that a bit of a boost, and you kind of get to the edge, rope tied around you, and almost overshoot your landing, but kind of stumble a little bit, but you are easily over.
So he will actually, like, when he lands in that stumble, he will roll into it, pop up like showmanship, and put his arms out at the side, like, ah!
Ta-da! Perfect. Okay, yeah. You are safely across.
Huzzah. Anybody else need
Can you
this?
bring me in?
Yeah.
Left out here in no man's land.
It's dangerous out there.
So Digby offering his rope to anybody else?
I will take it.
So I will, keeping it fastened to Mastos, I will slither it back across for Elion.
Okay. Doesn't make that noise, but
It does now.
yeah, the rope makes its way up and starts to tie itself around your waist.
I look uncomfortable, but I let it happen.
Okay.
All the way up your leg.
Okay. What is your strength score, Elion?
Oh, it's you wouldn't even know. -1.
Sorry, your actual strength, not your modifier.
You can't math that.
It's important.
8.
Could be 7.
Couldn't. It's 8.
8. Okay. So you kind of back up a little bit. You take a run, and as you jump, you can feel you're going to be a few feet short. What do you do?
Embrace my death. No.
DM, if it's okay, Jak was staying back to make sure everybody made it. So if he sees something, he would most likely react if that is okay.
Okay. What reaction would you like to take?
If possible, if Jak were to see somebody not making it with a jump, he would use Talamor's favor to leap himself across and catch said person, or kind of give him the one like, I got you, and grab him onto the land.
Are you using the jump from Talamor's favor?
If necessary, yes.
So to do a maneuver like that, you would need to. You could make, because it'll add 10 feet to your jump, which added to your strength would get you over. But if you were trying to do something in between, you'd need that extra length.
Then yes, he would use the jump in Talamor's favor.
Okay, so Elion, you kind of like take this jump and you kind of start to feel yourself go down. Jak, you kind of see this leap forward, kind of push yourself off the Talmor's favor and kind of flip it outwards. You kind of give that extra weight to pull yourself forwards, and you reach out your hand to try and grab Elion. Roll a acrobatics for me.
Ooh, 12 on the die. However, pretty sure I get a +8, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Elion, you feel
Right.
Jak grab your shoulder and kind of pull you forwards. Mastos, roll a strength check, please, with advantage.
$12.
Okay. So yeah, having the rope braced, you see this happen, and Jak come over and kind of pulls Elion, kind of pulls him. You pull at the same time. Elion, you feel this tug, and you get just shot, hit the ground, kind of rolling backwards, bypassing Darius by about 10 feet on the ground.
Made it.
Jak, you kind of land, kind of Talmor's favor, kind of held above your head, hand down, kind of poised, ready.
Thanks, Jak. I owe you one.
You're welcome. Maybe we'll get you a potion of
Lightning
flying
routine?
for things like this.
Sure. Or just let's not jump so far next time.
Understood. Trey, can you get over?
Just give me a bit of space if you don't mind. And Trey, I like to think he doesn't even like make it look like he's trying all that hard. He kind of takes a few steps and hops across.
Okay, yeah. Just slowly walks up to the edge and then just almost like a hop, and just lands immediately on the other side. Roll an acrobatics, actually, just in case. In case a one pops its ugly head.
He'll pop lucky so fast.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, you just almost like you're stepping out to the edge, but whoop, you kind of Mario jump over to the other side. And Reen just she was kind of holding to the end. She flies herself over. So as you get to the other side, you can now see that there is indeed an area of this that leads off to the north, but seems to have kind of wooden spikes almost laid up. They don't seem to be very secure. You can even like see gaps through it where the bindings have kind of come off a little bit. You see broken pieces of the wood, but you also see a path leading to the north, to the east. Sorry.
Excellent. It's cool to have the map and the thing going up.
The map
So-
and the map.
The map and the map.
The map and the map and the map and the map.
Y'all hear a little faint whisper coming from north. Sounds
Yeah,
female,
Jack will-
either female or childish. You can't quite place it.
Ugh.
Yeah, Jak will keep pressing on. Can he? Is this like wood spike stuff in his way?
To the
Like,
north?
like yeah, to the north. Yeah, I ain't going east.
The wood spike
Oh, wait.
things, they kind of are in the way, but they look kind of broken and there's gaps. It doesn't look like it'd be very hard if you wanted to try and get your way through it.
All right, hold on. I got to reassess the map here because this spot. So the hole is.
What's
right
everybody else
there.
doing? You guys see Jak walk towards the wood and then stop for a second and pull out the map, and he's got like looking around at it, checking out where he's at. What's everybody else doing? Anything specific or just waiting?
I would just be waiting.
Same.
I
What?
climbed through the hole over here by the wall. Like I walk up, he's stopped, and I'm looking at this wall, and I see this whole window over there, and I'm like, I can go there. So I walk over there.
Yeah, there's like a little crevice there where the rocks kind of meet the wood. You want to go over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, as Mastos approaches that, he's gonna say, "Okay, we don't need to go that way. We need to go east here." And he'll start walking towards that area.
Okay. Mastos, do you continue to the corner, or are you following Jak?
I'm trying to get through this wall.
Okay, so you want to
Before us.
continue north?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you kind of get a little bit closer up in the corner, and Jak, you head kind of towards the eastern area. As you get up, you can see that. Oh, I see what you're talking about. There's a circle there. Okay, the map
Yeah,
isn't perfectly
window.
accurate.
It's a window. It's a window.
So the wall.
Hey, I
kinda
got that
connects.
from this floating wall, okay?
So there's the wall kind of connects into these wooden kind of spikes, but if you looking at the gaps and how they're leaning, you could probably kind of just get yourself through, or take a look through.
A slippity dip through. I mean, I look through. No, I look through. Yes.
Okay, you take a look through. What's everybody else doing? Jak is heading off to the eastern. Everybody following, or?
Yeah, I'll follow Jak.
Okay.
Trey's gonna hang back just a sec with Mastos lagging behind. He's curious to see if Mastos is actually gonna split up, and if he does, he'll probably, I don't know what, probably ask him not to, but we'll see.
Okay. Okay. And Elion?
I'd be following behind as well.
Okay.
With Elion with me, I'm going to think to him, Elion, what was the deal with you and Chantra back there? Oh, sorry, wrong accent. But whatever, you get the gist.
Yeah. Just she. I did so much for her for so long, and for her to basically discard me as nothing.
Well, she does seem the type.
Yeah, she was. She just didn't have faith in me, and I couldn't carry on with that.
Fair. All right. Well, I'm glad you stuck up for yourself. That was good to see.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of the first time I've done that.
More or less, yes. Hopefully we see more of it.
Remind me again, what are we doing here?
I need to infiltrate the Crimson Ark so that I can gain information for Magnus. Kind of want to, keep your enemies close type of thing.
Right. Well,
I don't know overall what Magnus's plan is, and I figure the only way I'm going to get the exact details is by making him think I'm an ally.
fair. Well, I hope I can help you in this. I have some questions for him myself.
Well, you will be able to ask him. He does want to talk to you. Providing he shows up at whatever point.
Right. Well, hopefully he has more answers than my passenger has had lately.
Are you in more contact with them now?
He speaks once in a while. Nothing of value. More just comments.
Interesting. Anything about what exactly they want?
And just protect me. More of what they've already said to both of us.
All right. Well, I hope I'm right, and that they are just, a sibling that passed away, and they kind of hitched a ride. Otherwise, we'll be in for yet another fun encounter.
Right. Well, I hope you're right as well. Yeah, I don't dare to think what else it could be.
Well, this world has very quickly became bigger than I ever could have imagined when I was younger.
Right. Yeah, that is very truthful.
All right. Well, I appreciate you being here. I know you have other places, and I'm sure your little passenger in there is urging you to do other things.
Funny enough, he's been quite quiet this past day.
Is that comforting?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there is also, if you want, I can borrow the helmet again, and we can try another visit.
Yeah. Maybe not just yet.
It might be nice to see him up close again.
And there he is.
Oh, he's back. So is he always listening?
It seems to be the case, yes.
That's creepy. Good to know, though.
Darius, you hear in your mind, perhaps you could see me again.
Okay, I don't like that.
Don't like what? That he speaks to me?
He just spoke to me.
I wonder through the connection we have.
Maybe. Can he ride that? So what they?
This is the first time is he not done this before?
I mean, other than when I wore the helmet, he has not spoke to me. To be fair, I didn't leave him on the best of terms, but I wasn't rude or anything. He started going on and threatening me if I let you die or get hurt, and I just kind of got over it and let go of the connection. But he's never spoke to me.
What did he say?
It would be nice to see me again, which is very human-like.
Right, well, let's finish what we're doing here and see what we do next.
Right. Hey, Jak, how's it going? How do you think we're doing on that map?
If everybody comes east here, I think we'll be on the right track.
I think Elion and I are following you. Like, we are behind you.
Yeah. As you guys continue kind of eastward following Jak, Mastos, as you kind of peek your head in between kind of break of some of these wooden spikes, go ahead and roll perception for me, please.
1 perception roll. Hold on. Coming up. That is a dirty 20 with a 12 on the dice.
Nice. Yeah, as you peek through, you see, do you have dark vision? The globules of light would be following Elion. Okay.
No. But do I see a torch? Do I see something I can light?
With that perception check, within about 20 feet of you, you can make out, kind of in the darkness, you can kind of make out shapes. It almost looks like a tent or something, triangular shape on the left. You do see just beside that what you would assume would be like a campfire. Nothing is lit, though. This is complete darkness here. So it's about 20 feet away from you.
I light the camp. Sorry, I saw tents. Do I see? I can't see the campfire then, eh?
So you can. The campfire is just a little bit north of the tent structure, but as you kind of scan around, you can really just get blackened shapes within 20 feet. You really can't make out anything specific.
I let the group know. I see tents over there.
Do we know where he is?
Yeah, you've seen him walk off to the north. Yeah. When Jak went back and said, "It's this way. We don't know to go there, Mastos," and Mastos just ignored him and kept going.
Where is he, your Mastos?
Literally just behind you. We were in the central chamber and we were heading north, but then Luke, Jack,
Who's
yeah,
Luke?
Jack decided to go east immediately.
All right. Well, do you guys want to go check out this tent, or do you want to stay on task? We do have a time limit. Keep that in mind.
We can stay on task. I'm coming, and I just leave. But I'm like questioning because in my mind, I haven't seen the map.
Well, we put it down on the table in front of everybody, but yeah, Jack.
Yeah,
is the
so
one
I
holding
saw,
it.
I saw the map, and from my understanding, we were supposed to head a little bit more north before continuing east along the further path. Where Jack is heading, in my opinion, is the dead end tunnel east.
All right. Do we need to stop and take a look at this map?
No, didn't he say to not deviate from this or bad things happen?
We have a map with an end goal on it, as we are led to believe.
And a time frame, and someone who said do not deviate from this path or bad things happen. So you want to go after we just fought 2 giant eyeballs,
No,
a bunch of drow, and now you want to run around?
I follow Jack, hoping that I'm reading the map wrong.
Yeah, you walk away and you hear kind of fading away. No. A little whimper as you walk south to meet up with the group. So Jack, you continue to lead the group eastward. As you come in past this kind of hallway, it starts to open out. And as it does, you see a big pile of rocks on the left-hand side. You see on the right-hand side another kind of pile of, you don't know what substance it is, but rock, mud, maybe kind of like smushed up against the side. You see what looks like remnants of maybe bones or something kind of smushed into the bottom of it. You continue through the cavern.
You kind of see Jack checking the map, looking around. Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, and
presses on.
Okay, and Trey, seeing Mastos start to come back, you also follow?
Yeah, I think as we're leaving to go down that eastern corridor, I think he won't be able to see anything, but he's taking a hard look down that northern pathway, and hearing that sound, he's not sure that ignoring it is a good idea, but he doesn't know that pursuing it's a good idea either, and he's going to stay with the group and go east.
Okay.
I feel the same way. So as I meet up with the group, I will ask Alamos to shift into Ratmos and scout the northern area and report back to us with his.
Okay, so are you using a wild shape for that, or?
No, oh yeah, no, I can't do that. Yes, you're right, because I need a wild shape to shift him, and I am out of said wild shapes. Continue on.
So Trey, as you kind of like are curious about this, take a look from where you are and your kind of advanced sight that you have. Go ahead and roll a perception for me, please.
Okay, thank you. That's going to be an 18.
18, okay. And would you go right up to the barrier, or kind of just where you were waiting for Mastos?
I think wherever Mastos was that he was able to see stuff, I think Trey would run over there and take a quick peek.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So yeah, as you kind of like peer through where Mastos was, you get a good view, and it looks like almost like maybe somebody was living here before, or groups of people. You see a couple of little scattered tents. You see a couple of little kind of campfires. kind of patched out in kind of one central form, circular form. You can see some things kind of sitting on it, almost some like maybe candles or something sitting on it. But from this angle, you can see sort of on the top corner to the northeast, you identify immediately the shape of a large chest. Are you muted?
I believe where we were before, there were also accommodations, if you will, like beds and such, and maybe barrels of stuff. Does this seem similar to that stuff, or does it seem distinctly different from the things that we had seen before?
It looks, from what you can see, it looks like it's been there a very long time and not used. You can see rips in these tents. You can see rotten pieces of wood kind of broken off. It doesn't look like this area is used recently.
Okay. I think Trey is kind of trying to imagine himself in his head. If he borrows someone, it would take just as much time for them to go explore something as it would for him to do it himself. And wasting that time and let his party get away is probably unwise. So I think Trey is going to give up on this and go meet back up with the main body of the party.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. You skip your way back to the group as they continue into the next room. So Jak, do you proceed into this kind of cave area, or what do you want to do?
I mean, if Jak is reading his map right, then yeah, he's going to proceed into the next room.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception. Move your way in.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you glance around. You see a couple of small kind of growths of mushrooms along the edges where the floor kind of meets the walls. You see this kind of mound of stuff on the right-hand side. Nothing's jumping out at you dangerous or anything. You do see an exit to the east and an exit to the north from this room. You see like a glow, like a blue glow coming from the eastern exit.
An eastern exit?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I feel like Luke's doing a bad job of reading this map, and it was so simple looking. Yeah, he would just keep going. Seems so much bigger.
Which direction would you keep going?
East.
Okay. So, you got me doing it now. So Jak continues to the east. Everybody just following suit.
Yeah.
All right, now hold on. Let's just take a second. What directions have we gone so far? Because we should have been a fork 1. We should have went north, and then we should have went east, north, east, south, east, and basically straight through from there until
we
they
complete our first fork, because according to the map, there was 2 lefts or two easts we could have gone at that first.
Well, the first fork was north or east, and we almost went east, but then we went north.
All the way north?
I would assume until we hit the next fork.
And then we went over the rock and we had to go east, which we've gone east. So now we were traveling eastward. And we came into this slightly open area. And you said there was an exit north and south, and then there was a little way east. Is that correct, DM?
No, north and east are the 2 exits from this room. You entered from the southwest entrance.
Southwest. Golly gosh.
About 20 minutes goes by as Jak stares at the map and looks around and recalls the steps. You would hazard a guess about 1 a.m. approximately right now.
Well, Digby, we should still go east, right? Is that what you're gathering?
Sorry, what were the directions that we have right now?
Either north or east. Ignore the compass on the map right now. Sorry, I'll give it to you.
That's literally what I do to base off my direction. Ignore the compass.
Yeah, because it was built based on the view of the map. Okay, so I'll do it. I'll reword it based on the compass on the map. Sorry. So you guys entered the room. So you have an exit according to the compass, south and west.
Oh, but if the compass wasn't, then that makes every decision we've made.
Yeah,
you guys are
now
on the right way.
Okay, like where? I guess my question is, where are we at on the map now? Because I feel like we're like in the very middle is where I think we're at.
I think you, where I think you think you are, I think you're there.
Okay, because if that's the case, we need to go east, and
that's
then
my
we need
bad,
to go.
because when I made it, I made this map based on what I was looking at and labeled it, so that's totally my bad. But yeah, you guys are in this cavern now. And we'll say there's an exit to the south or the west.
Okay. So then we need to go south.
West. Yeah, there's only like one spot that could be.
Because if it's like looking at the map, I want to go this way.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly.
Okay. Like that's like every time we would say something, like, okay, how far into this map are we?
Yeah. I was doing.
I think Trey's gonna.
Go ahead.
Trey's gonna step up to Jak, and it's like been taking a while, and people. I like to imagine that we've kind of like twisted the map around a couple times. Like north is that way. No, it's this way. Look, Jak. In times like this, when things aren't quite as certain as you might like them to be, you've got to step up and be the leader. There's only one way to get through this, and that's by moving forward. I trust you.
I appreciate it. Well. Let's keep moving then. And Jak will go this way. Oh, I can't grab my guy anymore. Yeah. There we go. Hooray.
Yeah, so move yourself based on, as I say, where you are right now in the right place. So don't worry as much about the compass as the map itself. So you guys move into following Jak, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. As everybody moves in, you can see this area now, a little bit more vegetation, these sort of larger mushrooms clinging to the outside of the walls. The ground and the rock beneath almost having this kind of blue eminent glow from it in between the rocks and the floor. And Jak, as you turn the corner ahead, you can see what looks at the edge. It looks like there's a dip down, and you can kind of see some glistening water at the end of this part of the tunnel. Continue down.
I see it going down and glistening.
Yeah, you see there's like a little kind of lip that you the rocks kind of going down, and there's water. It looks like you might be able to turn to the left as you go down here and not go into the water, but you can see it from where you are.
I ain't afraid of no water.
So it looks like about a 20 feet drop into the water. You see this massive rock sticking out of kind of this, it's a tunnel, but very, very wide and large. You see this massive rock sticking out. You think looking to your left, you might be able to try and shimmy along the edge of this kind of ledge if you didn't want to enter the water. But otherwise,
Jak will do some. Yeah, Jak will do some shimmying.
Okay. You guys all reach the edge here. You see Jak start to work his way off to the left-hand side, slowly hugging the wall, trying to make his way tight to the wall without getting into the water. Everybody following, or what's everybody want to do?
Trey's absolutely following.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with
hold on. I might. How deep is it?
it's about 15 feet down into the water.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep following. I will put my hood up on my cloak.
Okay. Can somebody remove their measurement thing? Just right click for me. Somebody's got a measuring beam of 120 feet on the map right now.
Yes, because I can't move. You won't. I'm the only one who can't move.
Can't move.
No, I have no freedom of movement.
Trust in the process, partner. We got this.
Neither do I.
There we go.
So Jak, yeah, you start shimmying your way around the edge. You can see the moisture within this room is kind of built up as well. A little bit slippery along the outside of this. Go ahead and roll me an acrobatics or dexterity, your choice.
We'll probably go acrobatics. That is a 16 on the die plus 8, so 24.
Amazing. Yeah, you very easily hug the wall, going over the mossy steps, kind of like paying attention to what's got the most moisture and kind of tiptoeing over it. You start working your way. The next person behind Jak would be who?
I think
Probably
it would
Trey.
be Trey. Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be.
All right. So you see Jak kind of disappear around the corner. Trey, go ahead and roll an acrobatics for me.
You got it. Oh, we didn't roll so good. We got a 10.
A 10. Okay. You start working your way. As you hit the corner, you start feeling the moss start to slip underneath your feet. You start to feel yourself give way. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
That's a 14.
14. As you start to slip, you immediately grab up and you grab one of those old brown black vines that have grown through the wall, and you hear a crack, and you look up, a couple of strands left hanging. You quickly shimmy yourself back up against the wall, taking a deep breath. So slow down a little bit as you kind of get to the corner. You don't see Jak. Who would be after Trey?
Probably me.
Okay. And you're shimmying?
I guess.
Okay. Acrobatics check.
That'll be a 24.
24. Amazing.
As he approaches the wall,
Mhm.
I would like to cast Speak with Plants from the staff and ask for everything to help us pass safely along this ridge.
You cast it on yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, you say this out loud to the whatever plants are living around you and hope that something happens. You don't get any verbal response from any of the fungal growths within this area. As you're looking around, that really looks like the only thing that you can see that has life. The vines and the pieces of kind of wood and such that you look around look to be dead. Been dead for a long time.
Ah.
But as you say this, cast the spell and open your eyes with a smile to see if any of these plants want to speak back to you. You see Darius just like his front, his back, his front, his back, as he's just flipping his way around the edge of this wall without an issue. Reen does take flight and is kind of hanging out about halfway around, kind of watching everybody come through. Mastos and Elion, who's up next?
Since I walked forward, I'll go next. Elion, it's easy. Just watch me.
Okay.
And just watch my feet. And I want you to note that I don't have feet. I have hooves.
Look at his hooves.
So it's like I'm made for this.
Acrobatics.
Huh. That is a 12 with a 14 altogether.
Amazing.
Can I guidance myself? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
If
Can
you
I
have guidance.
If you have
do.
guidance.
I do. I do.
Are you telling me this whole campaign you haven't been using guidance?
You
Yeah.
could have just learned it.
I've had it this entire time. I've had guidance to start.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yes.
yeah, 1d4. Right.
Hmm.
All right. Okay. So 14. I said, hold on. No, 14 plus 2. Sorry. So 16.
16. Yeah, perfect. So you very easily and nimbly just clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, against the side of the wall, out of Elion's vision. Elion, you stand alone. Nobody around you. Water ahead. Fungal little creatures around you. They're not creatures, just there's mushrooms. What do you do?
I will guide myself and do my best to cross.
Okay. Hugging the wall, go ahead and roll an acrobatics.
All right, my favorite speciality.
Elion is known for his acrobatics.
All right. Okay, 19 on the dice plus a d6
Ooh.
or d4.
You don't have guidance. Shut up.
I do have guidance.
What?
I do, absolutely.
Did you just get that?
No, I've had it for a long
Oh.
time. I've used it
Yeah,
before.
he's
okay.
guided himself quite a few times.
Right. Okay.
So 23.
23. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Mastos is kind of like showing you what he does and you start shimmying, you're like having to wait for him to move a few steps before you can get up. It's like he's holding you back.
Hurry up.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm like taking it in, looking at the mushrooms growing on the ceiling.
Yeah, you see them kind of like just gently kind of shifting. Still no words to you, though. You guys shimmy your way around the outside of this cavern. With that, you do reach the other side safely. This large kind of pillar of stone within the middle is sending out like this kind of blue light, kind of lighting up this room for you guys. The water kind of glistening. It's a little bit more chill in this room. It's a little more cold. The temperature has dropped a lot. You definitely make the other side safely with those rolls. Jak, you land over first. You have view of another dark hallway ahead.
Golly gosh, they never end. Yeah, he will start trekking down it.
Okay. You take a few steps forwards. You can see there's some kind of scattered pillars. This is about maybe 15 feet wide. It starts to kind of like turn left, turn right. A couple of scattered pillars throughout. Your first turn is a left. As you come around, roll a perception for me.
Ooh. Natural 1 for a total of 7.
Excellent. Everybody kind of following Jak, I'm assuming? Nobody's waiting behind or reading a book or anything?
Well, now that you mentioned it.
I didn't know reading a book was even an option. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Up
Can
against
I
this
take a
monster
short
now.
rest?
Yeah, I would be following, but I mean, I'm behind Trey, so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys all move forwards. Jak, as you take this path north, you go to take a right, and you almost feel yourself lurch forwards as a stone in front of you. You hear and dexterity saving throw, please, from Trey, Jak, Darius. This blast of flash of yellow light flies out as you see this flame emanate from the floor below.
22.
21.
21.
Amazing. As soon as this opens up and the flame starts to just burst out of this stone, all three of you almost in unison kind of just roll back out of it and kind of shoots up into the air, just lighting the whole area for a second, singeing a whole area, this large square of black that you can see kind of plastered on the top of the ceiling. It is briefly lit. And you can see the mushrooms on the outside almost like leaning away from the fire as they kind of like slowly move back in.
Well, I think that might be what he meant by stay on the path.
And silence.
I think this is the only way we can go.
Roll a perception for me, Jak. If you're still at the front.
This time it'll be a 16.
16. You hear a slight humming noise coming from around the corner past where you stood on this stone. Just a slight hum. Not human, but some type of humming noise. And not creature. Some type of like mechanical hum.
I hear something else up ahead. It's kind of low. Can you hear it?
Can I hear it?
Perception!
Would it be with advantage because he pointed it out?
For the hearing, no. If it was sight.
Oh. 23?
You absolutely hear this humming sound. It's a low, very low. This is almost like a vibration that you can feel inside you when you hear it.
I can hear it, yeah. I can almost feel it.
I don't know what it is. Would you have any ideas before we peek our head around the corner and see something else go boom?
Have I heard anything like this before?
Roll a history.
The way these dice are numbered, I thought I rolled a 21 and I was like, wait, you can't do that. History, you said that will be a 17.
17. Thinking back, you cannot place what this sound is. You don't recognize it.
I've never heard this before in my life.
All right, 1 second, and Jak is going to attempt to creep around the corner as stealthily and cautiously as he can.
Okay. As you do that, Mastos. Oh, never mind. Sorry, we reversed the almost thing. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can go ahead. Yeah, he transformed.
Yeah, as you creep around the corner, Jak, you look down the tunnel and you see at the end, it looks like this stone kind of structure, circular in form, very reminiscent of the circular kind of shape that you had seen on the discs that the demons had used. Not exactly the same, but you recognize this type of formation. And you see a small pedestal sitting beside it with looks like a blue cube just slightly emanating and kind of just slowly turning. The stone circle itself, you can see right through. You see the wall behind it.
Would Jak remember this to be some sort of teleportation circle?
Well, you knew the demons teleported. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This might be the end. I think we might have made it. And Jak is going to still cautiously approach.
Yeah.
And see if he sees anything that might fit a coin.
Yeah. As you kind of go forward and you kind of look around, roll perception for me.
Lots and lots of those. Ooh, another natural one.
Okay. Yeah, you look around, you see this kind of stone circle, the wall in the back. You see this pedestal with the blue kind of cube is just slowly moving. You don't see anything. No slot, no like kind of place where you'd put a coin. You don't see anything like that.
Well, this is what I think is the right room, but I don't understand anything in here. So maybe somebody who's more magically inclined.
I'm just going to come out and flip the coin near the thing.
Okay. Yeah, you flip it. You don't see any reaction.
Okay, holding it in my hand, I will like hold it above the pedestal.
Okay. Like above the blue cube or in the blue cube?
Yeah, you said there was like there was something that was like kind of floating, right? And
yeah, so there's a pedestal and above that is like this floating blue kind of cube. It almost looks like an illusion almost. It's kind of just slowly rotating. You can almost like
so basically,
see through it.
What I would do is he would put his hand above it. If there was no reaction, he'd put his hand between it and the pedestal. If there was no reaction, he'd try to stick his hand in it.
Okay. Yeah, so you put the coin above, nothing, underneath, nothing. And then as soon as you put it in, you see this flash inside, and you see the symbol of the Crimson Arc just kind of twist inside. You see it rotate. And then see the blue start to emanate within this stone circle. You see it start to open up and reach to the outer edges and start to spark and start. Looks like you have just a few moments to get inside.
All right, everybody, let's go.
Everybody in?
Jak, get on there.
Yeah, we all pile in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it there for the week.
Yeah.
Sure.
When you
All
say
right.
the week, it feels so long.
See you back here next week, 8 p.m. EST, to see if they are finally at Gorbash or not.
Maybe.
Yay. Did we level up?
Level down for Jak. He trips and forgets his last previous amount of skills and abilities. Level 9.
Oh no, I can't
E-leveled.
turn invisible in plain sight now.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
Yeah.
Right.